للعبة CS2 بطولة لبنان الرسمية من تنظيم اتحاد لبنان للألعاب الرقمية. اليوم حيكون الفاينل باللور براكت بين فريق جرامباز وفريق أنلاكي. أكيد نتشكر الاتحاد، نتشكر كل أعضائه اللي عم يعطونا هيدي الفرصة تنكون عم نتابعكم من هيدي البطولة الرائعة، ونتشكر الجيمنج لونجز اللي شاركوا معنا وحيشاركوا أكيد بالفيوتشر وحيكونوا بارتنرز معنا. الجيم حتكون بين فريق أنلاكي وفريق جرامباز، وعم نشوف ماب جديده. عم بكون معكم انا جمال، عم بيكون معي كارل كيرس. كارل، اذا فيك تخبرنا شوي عن توقعاتك لهيدي الجيم وشو بتحب تقلنا كمان للكمان.
اهلا وسهلا فيكم كلكم سوا. هلا في عنا جيم ضد تيم جراند باز وتيم انلاكي. عنا the top 20 top 50s of لبنان كله سوا. These are the best players available and already يعني الجيم بلش يعني. في عنا map 1 Mirage, map 2 is going to be ancient, و the deciding match اذا رحنا على اذا رحنا على map 3 is going to be dust 2. and I think they've already started in terms of warm up. ف هات لنا نقول there we go. و so far we haven't seen Mirage كلها سوا in بالتورنمنت. قليل كتير شفنا البيك Mirage, so ما كتير عنا ولا فكرة عن what to expect. أكيد both teams يعني هون highly skilled, أكيد لاعبين اللعبة كتير. and يعني هلا we're excited to see what we have in store. Anyway, the round underway. عندك just a P250 buy on like special buy on PT side, والباقي is just default on the T's.
اوكي كارل، انت بتحب انه يكون في باي باول راوند وحسب الاكسبرتيز تبعك بالجيم، وانت بتعرف الشباب يعني كده عم تخبرني هلا اوف ستريم انه الشباب كلهم من النخبه. البي 250 عم نشوفه كتير عم يستعمل من البروفيشنال بلايرز، وهلا عم نشوفه هون. شو الوضع تبعه؟ هو ريلايبل يعني بالجيم؟
الفكره البي 250 it's a high risk high reward play. You do reduce the armor, بس anyways عندنا هون هلا البيك على الجنجل from in the favor of team unlucky. Already we're in a 1v2 situation. He gets refragged and it's a 1v1. هيدي الدول براتس كثير عم بتفيدهم كانت throughout the entire every single map. team grandpas عم بيشتروا هالدول براتس و they're benefiting from it كثير. and this is actually the special pick. I thought there was a P250 على ال HUD. Turns out لا, it's a dual Berettas. Anyways, he spots him off on the default side. Makes his way, tries to make his way to stairs. Now slowly creeping up. Flicks, gets the first tap, and never mind, unlucky.
It's great.
Get the first pistol
it's
round
great
win.
يعني
already
عم
round
نشوف
يعني round سريع كان على الاي بوم سايت.
الجيم عم بيكون رائع، المستوى عم بيكون رائع. مثل ما شفنا انلاكي عم يقدر يخطف فيرست راوند واللي هي كتير مهمه بالسي اس 2 ان جنرال كايكونومي وايز يعني. هل يا ترى بما انه ما شفنا كتير ميراج جيمز بهيدي البطوله، حنشوف اكسكيوشنز اليوم مميزين حيكونوا عم يلعبوا الباسيف ميراج؟
Oh my. Never. Hang on, sorry. Slayer already fed. He was traded out by Coco and Sparta Falls, and Slayer was traded out. Chaos already on the bomb site. Stairs to the stairs peak. Flank coming in from the USP. Well, now Coco left in a 1v2 with the AK. He has the AK in hand. He gets the first pick onto.
He has the bomb. معه البوم بهيدي الأثناء. كوكو عم نشوف روتيشن على البي سايد.
Manjazo, he gets the bomb. He's trying to get the bomb down, planting it for short as well as abs. Now this is where it gets tricky. On it can be planted anywhere. He does decide to go to abs. The rotation, however, لا Coco جاي من abs. باقي ما يتوقع. He might have heard the sound cue. منه بتوقع ولا 1%. Never mind, he heard a step and he gets the frag. Jazo clutches the 1v1. Almost it was risky for Team Unlucky, but they do manage to secure the second round win.
بلاي رائع من اللاعب جاز اللي قدر انه يعمل روتيشن على سايت البي ويربح الراوند الثاني لفريقه. واكيد شفنا في باي لاي كي بالسكند راوند، وهيدا الشيء فادهم كتير. عمل 2 كيلز، رجع مات من نينجا بلاير على السي تي سايد، قدر يقتله ميبي ياخذ الاي كي. ناو عم نشوف الراوند الثالثه عم بتبلش. عنا بلاير على الويندو، عنا ستاك كايند اوف سو بالبي من فريق انلاكي اللي هن اوريدي متقدمين 2-0. بس ايكونوميكلي وايز في عنا اوب وعنا 3 M4s 1 فاماس على السي تي سايد. اول كل
Jazzo,
عم
the
بيكون
first pick على كاري بوتر.
جاز. الكيلز عم بيكونوا سريعين بهيدي الجيم، ما عم نشوف هولدينج، ما عم نشوف تايم عم يستنزف من الراوند. برأيك
Anyways,
هيك بتلعب
yeah.
الميراج ام هن
Oops
هيدا
gets the
استراتيجي؟
sorry to interrupt. Oops gets the frag onto Slayer now. تفضل سريع تفضل كفي.
اوكي جرامباز 3v1 بهيدي الاثناء. عم بيحاول
Anyways,
يقرب
now
على رامب الاي، عم بيحاول في 2 players من فريق
a 1v3 on the T side.
جرامباز maybe
Slowly making
holding
his way
waiting
up
for him. عم
to the A
بيشوفوا
bomb
جربوا
side.
ياخدوا انفو، لهلا ما في انفو على اللاعب.
جمال سوري عم بقطش صوتك معنا، مش مشكلة عم نقدر نسمعك.
قال عم تسمعني؟ الراوند الاولي لفريق جرامباز عم يقدروا يربحوها. ما بعرف اذا كان هو اللي اوت اوف ريتش بهيدي الاثناء او انا، ولكن الراوند الاولى لفريق جرامباز عم يقدروا يعملوا ديفيوز وعم يقدروا يقتلوا كل التي سايد تيم. هاف باي من فريق انلاكي بهيدي الاثناء. عم نشوف ستاك على الميد، عم بيقربوا على الكونكتر. وان تاب رائع على كوكو، عم يقدر يشيل كوكو بطريقه سريعه كتير. عم نشوف على الويندو، معقول يقدر يخطف الكل على البنش. عمل هولد على الشورت، ما شفنا شو اللي صار. فايت على السايت اي، عم بيفوت تي سبون من الكونكتر. there's a CT player on jungle 2 ورائع منك. عم يقدر يشيله بالنهاية بطريقة حلوة كتير. 1v1 رائع 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 يا سبارتا اللي كنا عم نقول عنه انه هو اللاعب اللي بنقدر نعتمد عليه بهيدي الكلاتشات وبهيدي الفايتات. انلاكي عم يعملوا روتيشن على البي سايد. في عنا بلاير اندر وبلاير جنجل. سبارتا عم يكون ناطر، عم يجربوا ياخذوا انفو عن فريق انلاكي، ولكن فريق انلاكي عم يقدر يباغتهم ويبرم على سايت البي وبعدهم ناطرين وما عندهم انفو. بعتقد حل الانفو حتكون بس يصير في بلانت للبومب. بوم بلانتينج عم تنزرع، عم يقدروا ياخذوا الانفو. ستيل هولدينج، متوقعين انه في لاعب على السيتي سايد، ولكن لاعبين عم بيكونوا بالكيتشن. ميبي حنشوف فايت هلا بالكيتشن 1v1. عم بيروح سبارتا، عم يشيل بيست بلاير 1v1، ولكن عم يقدر فريق جرامباز انه يعمل الريتيك. حيلحق يفك البومب ولا لا؟ ما بعتقد. ميبي نو تايم. عم يقدر فريق انلاكي انه يربح هيدي الراوند بطريقه ذكيه كتير من بعد هيدي الروتيشن الرائعه اللي عملوها، وقدروا ياخذوا الراوند الثالثه. تقدم ملحوظ لفريق انلاكي على التي سايد بنتيجه 3-1، وفريق جرامباز عم بيحاولوا انهم يعملوا لهم كنترول وما يخلوهم يبعدوا عنهم كتير. ميد فايت عم شوف تو بلاير عم يكونوا لاحقين. holding eco round من فريق.
Team Nate, sorry guys, كان عم بيصير معي attack. Anyways, we're back. Unlucky snowballing so far in this first half of the T side. We do see the op on the CTs that will definitely have an impact on Mirage, especially on the mid position. And so far, how do we feel? How do we feel, Jamal? Yes. Now we're in a 3v2 situation. Sorry everyone, we were having technical issues, but anyways, we're back. Coco gets the frag onto Slayer, mark it to the position, taking control. Now slowly.
رائع كوكو. Card.
Now an eco buy from Team Grandpa's. 5-1 is already the score. Full buy and an op on for Team Unlucky. Short control taken. عم بفوت عندك player مخبى على البنش مع انه بس they're gonna swarm him already. يعني ما كثير بتوقع يعمل هالقد بال 5-7 بس it is a dangerous weapon at close range and there's the kill by Carry Father off the Jazz where he gets stinked. Almost gets the other. He gets the second kill. Now suddenly it's a 3v3. Weapons recovered. Util goes down. Gets a minute to recover. هلا calling his teammates, getting the assist. في عندنا player بلتي spawn يعني عم بيرجع يجرب ياخذ كنترول جاز يجيب الكل على كوكو. Now things have just tensed up to the side of Team Grandpa's and he does get shut down. 6-1. So far everything is healthy on the side of Team Unlucky. يعني انا ما توقعت يكون داء ميراج هالقد يعني يكونوا عاملين هالقد snowball. Team Unlucky ضد Team Grandpa's, especially that Team Grandpa's is a very experienced team. مثل ما قلت هول these are the top players بالبلد. And so far يعني ما لازم يلاقوا حل على السيتويشن اللي فيها. Anyways, this is the next buy round. Mid control seems to be the name of the game. عم بيفوتوا 3 players top mid. One player connector from the CT side trying to take control of it through the smoke. They have to delay as best as possible. هيدي السموك تتحكم بالماب كلها سوا. And slow pushes from King, trying to take at least some sort of boost maybe على window. It's not the worst idea. ما زال عم بيعطيهم هالقد مجال تيفوتوا بس the smoke there forces the op to retreat. Another smoke blooms and things are just at a standstill هلا. يعني ما حدا عم بيجرب ياخد over peak. No one's making any risky plays. يعني things have tensed up فجأة. and we do know that in terms of team play, both teams are very, very competent, very capable of making some sort of play happen. Anyways, the first flash, first point of contact, Jazo gets a kill onto Sparta, and now the B bomb site seems to be open. And a 3v2 situation, Hala, with an op. There is one player on the bomb site that could potentially deny something, but he and as a matter of fact, Harry Potter بيجيب أول kill على Jazo. Coco gets straight out, never mind. Ooh. Harry Potter gets the kill على Rubes, I mean, my bad. And the slow push 3v2 هلا with a 5-7. He does have the option. He's opting for the sidearm. And now the risky fight from jungle by King. Okay, put that 5-7 like I said. Opted for the sidearm. Not the best decision. King now left in a 1v2 after getting the frag onto CT. A slow market push. He's creeping up, trying his best to recover some sort of dignity in this round. There's 14 seconds on the clock. Makes himself known with that step potentially, because I don't think they heard that. Gets taken down immediately by Harry Potter. A much needed round by Team Grandpas. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, بدي اعتذر منكم على التكنيكال issues يلي كنا عم نعاني فيها. بس I think هلا everything is okay. Anyways, the T economy not looking too healthy. يعني they do have a buy round هلا. بس with that round loss, ما في يعني losing this round might be the difference maker into the snowball of Team Grandpas. Anyways, once again, round is tensed up 5v4. This round is very crucial هلا both teams actually, because this decides who takes the first half potentially. Coco gets the first frag onto Rubes. Now the second frag by Coco. A third even. This op is a menace, La Team Unlucky, and finally he falls down to Jazo. Now they have no idea about this player, and he catches him off guard. Finally. A third round win, La Team Grandpas. Lovely performance by Coco there, an individual masterpiece with the op. 6-3 هلا.
Carl, hello.
Hello.
So we had a
you hear me?
technical issue with my connection. Yes, I can hear you. So كيف هيك عن الجيم ومجرياتها بهيدي الأثناء؟ 6-3 وجرامباز still يعني trying to come back. في ميني بريك ب 3 بوينتس وانلاكي عم يفوتوا على سايت الاي بطريقه حلوه، عم يقدروا ياخذوا 2 فراجز بهيدي الاثناء وبلانتينج ذا بوم، عم يلعبوا كثير بطريقه سريعه وعم يقدروا انهم يعملوا كنترول على الماب.
like Team Unlucky so far يعني كثير عم بياخذوا يعني this initial map control يلي عم ياخذوها كثير عم بتفيدهم in the sense of يعني خلص they have the early map control and they just make it work. They're trying to make it work as best possible. بس هلا عم نشوف شوية life من Team Grandpas يعني the bomb is planted but it is a 3v2 وأكيد في kits on the team. Harry Potter gets the frag على Jazz. Now things just tensed up. The bomb is ticking down. Jazz another kill على Coco. Smoke is bloomed and they can't really do anything about it. Bomb gets defused. 6-4 is score so far. يعني both teams it could be anyone's game. It was a very important round last time. I know this round determined whether they go to an eco or not. However, I feel like they did manage their money to well enough to be able to buy some util. Galil even a Mac 10 buy هلا عم يطلع. And an AK Galil and just Mac 10s with Tech 9s يعني trying to recover any sort of damage فيهم يعملوه على ال T side.
الجيم بهيدي الاثناء عم نشوف مثل تيرن اوفر فيها فول بوش على الارس، عم يعمل بوش مولي حلو كثير، عم يقدر يشيل الاول سبراي حلو بقلب السموك. هاري بوتر عم يقدر يشيلها كمان كل حلوه هاري بوتر بطريقه رائعه باليو اس بي. واو 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 جايب راوند رائع. 5 6 عم بتصير النتيجه فريق جرامباز عم يقدر انه يشد ويجي هلا 5 نقطه بس في التعادل بالفيرست هاف عم
Anyways, unlucky Yannick, unlucky كانوا they had the advantage like the majority of this half كانوا 6-1 at some point بس بعدين team Grandpas شدوا الهمة وجابوا 4 rounds already 4 rounds ورا بعض to make this game competitive finally. And again, mid control, name of the game. Now there's some aggression from the CT sides. Oops, get the pick على oops. Never mind, they're trading back. Harry Potter and Jacasta actually making a play. King and the rest of the boys are falling back. It is a 4v3. Now things get tricky. This is when if you're in the T side, you make a play here like on market. Slayer takes down Harry Potter. Jacasta takes King down, and now he's aware of the Apps player trying to jiggle peek, trying to get as much damage as possible. He does escape, and they get the bomb down. 3v2 situation. Playing this nerdy angle where عم يجرب يشوفه بلا ما يقشع بس إذا بيطلع player من Apps, I don't think he would be aware of what could potentially happen, the dangers that come. لأنه في لعيب عم يجي. Market presence known already. He gets, never mind, gets the kill. And now Rubes in a 1v1. Very loud steps being made. Actually confuses him to the point where he catches him off guard. A lovely piece of timing. Very well played by the CT defense. صراحة كانوا, yeah, they had the advantage. It was a little bit risky, but eventually they took it back. They started off rough. رجعوا أخذوها على 6-6. وهلا it is a CT sided map, so ما بنعرف شو بيصير من ميلة يعني ما بعرف how this game is gonna shift with that regard, whether these teams want to make this يعني are prepped already for the CT defense or they're prepped on the T offense, but hopefully we see something special. And as the second pistol round goes underway, عندك a 2-3 split, I guess. Mid control, one player on mid, one player connector, 2 players on B, and one just anchoring على CT. Slow and methodical. It's eventually going to be an A push. Hand on the P250. It's a very useful weapon at T side, making it an equal playing field. Hopefully it gets the first. Never mind, not yet. There's 2 players. They're aware of his presence, Halla. He has to fall back, try and retreat and recover with his team, or at least try and coordinate some sort of play. King Halla playing a nerdy ank in the corner. First pick, second pick. Oh my god. How is he not taking? Anyways, 3 frags. And now it's a 4v1. Immediately traded out by decapitated by Jazzo. That was a very definitive win by Team Unlucky. يعني عم بيجلسوهم so far on these pistols. They've had 2 definitive wins.
كان مثل ما عم نشوف قدروا فريق جرامباز انه يجيبوا التايب بس فريق لاكي عم بحسوا انه عم يلعبوا بتيم كيمستري عالي كتير على هيدي الماب وخصوصا كمان بالتي سايد ما كانوا بتحسوا عم يلعبوا with the lot of
Team Unlucky عم يلعبوا with a lot of confidence. هلا they know يعني they are the underdogs. I feel in this I feel the Team Unlucky are the underdogs in this match maybe, but it is also very balanced. يعني maybe slightly higher likelihood Grandpas يربحوا in terms of team coordination, but so far يعني it's still anyone's game. عندك 2 force buys Mac 10's Deagles على T that Team Grandpas, but the first frag Jazz gets it على Coco with the FAMAS insta headshot. Now this pushed up mid can make a difference, be the difference maker. Slayer gets Harry Potter, the IGL تبع الفريق. Oops, now taking out Rubes, and the B bomb site has been acquired. Bomb is gonna go down. بس في apps push هلا بركي تجي وتنزلهم كل الخبرية. This bomb, if it doesn't go down soon, they might be facing some trouble already at 4v2. Now things are getting dicey. The Mac 10 doesn't profit. 3v1 situation. Tries to get reload off. ينزل على site, but it is too much to handle. The Unlucky is the name of the team and is the name of the game. Can't really do much against 3 people pushing you from apps and market and everywhere. It's too overwhelming. 8-6 so far, and it's surprising to say the least. This Mirage pick I'm not sure whose pick this was. I'm pretty sure it was Grandpa's, but actually, let me check. Never mind. We'll check later, see whose map pick this was. Once again, the strat 2A, 2B. I mean, sorry, 1 con. And now the short player, rather than going mid, they are smoking window. He get Coco with a godlike 1D على Jazzo. Gets refrag onto Sparta, making it competitive. 3v3 situation. And now things slowed down. The smokes, they have to respect it. They can't really push these smokes. Now they're creeping back onto, so trying to make a play onto B, since they do have a player pushed up towards apps. So also this is getting awkward. They're above each other. Yeah, this is all about timing. There it is. There's Jacasta getting the frag onto Rubes, and the B bomb site should be open if they're aware of it. Seeing as a player's already pushed that deep, they know they know it's cleared. There's players coming from short, and market as well. Now the market player is known. 2 market players, as a matter of fact, and things have tensed up. This is an eco round. Jacasta, another frag. Coco the third. An incredible round, an incredible T offense, a very useful eco. They did purchase some weapons. They did have a Mac 10, but still, the unlikelihood of it happening against Fama's full armor, some util على team unlucky. Very unlikely, very, very impressive win in Team Grandpa's. And this is where things might get tricky. And this is where things might go back in the favor of Team Grandpa's. Now, yes, the CT, Mirage is a CT map, but it doesn't mean like the T's don't have their executes, they don't have their strats to be able to make things happen and make things go in their favor. This was a map of timing and precision, and if they lack any of those, this can go in any player's way, any team's way rather. Timeout called هلا. عنا شوية نحكي بخصوص شو كان عم بيصير throughout this round, where the mistakes are happening, what's been going on, who's doing what, who's going where. And somewhat of a mismanaged economy, I feel, in terms of in Team Unlucky. I don't love the idea of having 2 M4s and 3 Deagles. مع انه you do need to hold these bomb sites as best as possible. Best thing you can do is have 1 M4 on each bomb site, maybe a mid control, like have them connected على mid, لانه they are aggressing heavy على mid. We do have some time to talk. Anyways, we do have ما زال عنا وقت فاضي، فينا نشوف قد ايه the vetoes كيف كانوا, whose map pick this was. Mirage was picked by Team Unlucky. If they lose this map pick, this can be a tricky situation. لأن احنا بنعرف Grandpas عندهم presence كتير عالية على Ancient, وشاطرين فيها وعندهم their tactics وما بيقفوا. Coco especially with that op. Sparta with the most reliable player فيك تطلبه صراحة in the country. Oops as well, a monster. Like overall just all around players على Team Grandpas, but still Team Unlucky كمان منن اسامي غريبه لحدا منا. Jazzo, Jab, Slayer, Rubes وKing. These are all players that have been dominating face it lobbies. Slayer عنده his prized possession هي الوين تبعه ضد نيكو back in 2018. I feel اللي بضل يذكرنا فيها. او بالاحرى انا مغلط، هذا كاري بوتر, my bad. Anyways, finally we go after 2 timeouts, we go into the next round. Very crucial round هلا. This can go in any player's way, in any team's favor. And under control, trying to be acquired. Mid pop flashes, trying to sort of hide the fact that they've pushed under. A nice boost هلا كمان. This can be the difference maker. هيدي البوست ما راح يتوقعوها. It's a very قليل تشوفوها. You need some sort of coordination to pull this off. But there is the player under that he gathers his information. They are able to run away. And now mid control was just given up. I don't think they're aware of it. في لعيب على الأندر, he's already still waiting للmid push. بس هلا top mid. Things have just dialed down. Things are just casually progressing. عم ناخد space, عم ناخد info. We're expanding util, نشوف عم نعد details. Both teams نشوف where they want to execute بالآخر. It's looking like a B hit. However, في عندنا 2 players على B, they get the info for sure. They hear that player over there. They know he's gathering intel. They don't know if it's there for sure. Anyways, now the first point of contact. made, Slayer falls, and then there is a player playing this little dacky position with a deagle. He can't get the first. Never mind, gets straight out Sparta with the kill on the roofs. The op will manage to take full control of short. Bomb gets planted. Bomb is being planted. وهلا الاجواء شوي صارت يعني فيك تريح شوي بالك اذا انت تيم جراندباز انه اذا بدهم يجربوا يتفشوك with these FAMASs and M4s with very little util يعني it's highly unlikely that 5 players يقدروا يجيبوا هالراوند. So I feel the best decision they can make is to just save as they are doing. بركي go for some exit frags. But at the very most يعني you get one kill, maybe get that M4 down or that FAMAS down rather. Without doubt, if any fight is taken, it's gonna. I feel it will go in the favor of Team Grandpas, but everyone's just opting to play in their lane. Everyone's going back to their spawns and respect each other's skill levels. A nice coordinated assault by Team Grandpas, very well executed كمان. أخذوا all the info early. They burned a lot of utils, knowing that the CT economy هي كانت عم بتعاني. Definitely, these players at this level, they are very aware of how much, how the amount of util a player can have based on the guns they have. 8-8 is the score. وهلا we go into the next round. Already a lot of presence على mid. I feel it's been very mid heavy. Smokes fall, denying that complete presence of the molly just to deny the push in case someone is rushing top mid. And yes, here comes the rush. They have to respect the Molotov. They can't run through it. There's a boost. Timing. Oh my god, never mind. Timing is fine. Carry Potter gets first, a refrag onto carry. Now that this 5-7 has been annoying as hell, but Coco has something to say about it with that op. And we've been talking about on Vital's stream, Masan, if you've been tuning in with us before, that Coco op is not something to be on that scoreboard again through the wall. The Coco op, there it is. 3 clean shots with the op. A very definitive round here for the favor of Team Grandpas. And now it's feeling like this is just gonna go. This can still go anyway. There is a buy coming in Team Unlucky. I feel like their money management has been their worst. Like with all the skill they have, their worst quality is their economy management. عم بيضلوا يشتروا حتى لو ما عنده يشتري غير بركة ديجل أو فاماس أو MP9 يعني they're not opting to save one round, and they're trying to hopefully get any sort of win, to get a miracle with these low buys or like subpar buys to say the least. Anyways, once again, things have tensed up. Slow and methodical. The smoke blooms. Finally, Harry Potter falls, and that deagle actually put in the right place at the right time. He does recover an AK. Now things have evened out. Util is still vastly in favor of Team Grandpas, and يعني, there is an advantage. Vastly in favor of Team Grandpas, yeah, and but the numbers game still in favor of Team Unlucky, and things have just slowed down. That recovered AK can be the difference maker in the round. We still know about that Coco op. It can accomplish a lot. Hala. Very slow. They're clearing every single angle possible. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to throw any rounds. There it is, Sparta, picking off that close push because they know it's a possibility. The smoke falls, trying to make it bloom onto the app's position, deny that molly. Jumps out. Jazzo gets the first pick onto Sparta with the assisted by Rubes. Through the smoke, everyone's trying to push. The nade falls directly in the lap of Slayer, and he gets taken down by Jacasta. And now things are getting tense in the 3v2 situation. Timing on not in favor of the T side. 2v1 situation. He gets the first, the second, and an ungodly win. A very unlikely win in Team Grandpas. This was set up for failure, but somehow they managed to pull it from the jaws of defeat. And now once again عم نشوف على CT side poor money management again. These two M4s. I get it, you need to try and make something happen, you need to take a risk. But it's better to take it to 11, have everyone on the same page, have the skill available. Playing it this way is not gonna land you anything useful. Slayer a god shot onto Sparta, puts him down. Oh my god! Oops. Took off more than he could do. And now these Deagles, I'm gonna bite my tongue. These Deagles are getting the job done apparently. أنا سكت كده. Now he's looking for more. Even what is happening? What are these Deagles doing? Now 5v1 Coco with the Deagle kill of his own, but gets immediately taken down. Yeah, this is the way this round was played out is highly unlikely, but the risk reward factor, they've been rewarded to a T. Everything went on Team Unlucky's side. This guy again, they've recovered off of that miracle. Now the tendency has been take mid control, expend some util, force it to be less awkward once you reach a bomb site. King with a frag onto Jocasta with the up. Flash, pop flash comes up on mid. Lovely assist for Slayer. Onto a lovely frag from Slayer onto Sparta. Now Caddy gets the frag onto. I can't really tell. My bad. Things have tensed up. It's a 4v3 situation. Smoke is popped just to gather some information. Not anything useful. And now things are slow. The minute details is where it matters. We know Team Grandpas are able to make things, to accomplish things at a disadvantage, but if it's too much for this singular player on the B bomb site, they're still trying to look for players on the opposite side of the map. Oops, picks off Rubes. And now it's just it's a 2v1 in favor of Grandpa's bomb fault. 2v2 rather, sorry, my bad. 2v1 now, made 2v1 now. That Coco up against the King up. Slowly makes his way onto the bomb. He has a lot of time to work with. He can manage his corners quite well here. He just needs to be a little bit patient. They have a crossfire set up. King with the first frag, pulls out the P250, is looking, still hunting for him. Sees him, jumping shot, gets the damage off. Sticks it. Will he stick it? He sticks it. He has to push this. Coco has to push this. Bomb is defused. King with an incredible 1v2 clutch. An incredible performance. That jumping P250 headshot was the difference maker here. Coco could not take advantage of his position, even though it was يعني مستحيل كان يخسر هالراوند. ما بحس كان لازم يخسروا هالراوند. But still يعني miracles can happen مثل ما شفنا هلا. Now as the score ties up, نشوف things get a little bit يعني things are getting dicey. You don't know where this is gonna go. Things are quite even. هلا عم تشوف Grandpa's on the saving side with Deagles and Tech 9s. Already. Oh my god, what is happening? These Deagles today. Slayer refrags onto Harry Potter. Now it's a 4v3. Made 3v3. Oops, with a lovely dig onto Jazzo. These Deagles once again making it. I mean, everyone's just switched to sidearms at this point. Finally, an M4 kill from Sparta. The 2v2 players are low. They can make this happen though. However, with this off angle, Sparta gets the pick, a very necessary pick as well. Now once again, King with the op with that P250. A lot to ask for, and Sparta again, that player you want to be in those clutch situations. Although it wasn't a clutch, but once they reach that post plant, once they reach the late round situations, Sparta is the necessary player you want to have, just alive and kicking. وهلا again يعني it's just eco after eco. بس هول الديجلز يعني ما عم نعرف شو بدنا نعمل فيهم. ولا فريق عم يستوعب كيف بده how they're supposed to deal with these Desert Eagles. Another eco from Unlucky. Flash is popped onto mid. More info gathered that they're just worried about that mid push. على team Grandpas. Full blind, has to fall back, has to respect it. But they did gather the information. He goes, he pushes. 1 dig, 2 dig, almost 3. Coco gets the kill. And now we're 3v3. Weapons can be recovered if they play the timing right. If I'm team Unlucky here, I just give them the bomb site. I would try and collect these weapons, just play late and play for retake. This is very doable. كثير معقول تزبط معهم للشباب. بس يعني هلا عندك team grandpas كتير عسلانين هم. They don't want to overextend. Typically يعني you'd see them playing with confidence, but these Eagles يعني they've been more effective than the rifles. And now they're making themselves known على A, throwing mollies and util everywhere. King still wary of the mid push. ما بده حدا ينط عليه من ورا. Bomb is starting to get planted. As he punches in the numbers, flashes pops so that they can take a pick. Full control for Team Grandpas on the bomb site, and they're playing the post plant position. Team Unlucky are making the way close. Have no info on where the players are. Timing, but incredible. He gets made it out. A nice round win for Team Grandpas. As they hit the match point, 12-10. This is it. It's all or nothing here. It's either you win this bye round and go over and hope to God you go to overtime if your team unlucky, or you concede it and you go map 2. Okay. Now already we find ourselves on the Team Grandpa's side within a 5v4. It's still manageable, it's still doable for Team Unlucky. Its players are a little bit overextended. If Team Grandpas have been clearing out every corner as a unit. And there it is, the first pick. It's a necessary pick just to equalize onto Sparta. Molly falls, forcing him off the push. Slayer, another pick ala oops. And that forces really the just to be able to fall back, and so Team Unlucky would regroup. Like we said before, it's still winnable for Team Grandpas. They're aware of these situations they've experienced. They are the veterans of the game. This is يعني I know they would love to end this map right here and right now. And here we go. This is the kill, the equalizing kill. Now he makes his presence known at a short position. That grenade completely clears off the sandwich position, slowly and methodically clearing every angle. Jiggle peeking, spots the first player out, gets immediately killed by King. And now it's a 3v1 in favor of Unlucky as they win the 11th round for their. Match point or overtime point. This is the situation we're in. Unlucky versus Team Grandpas. Look, it's looking like they're going heavy towards B control every round. The mid op ala Coco. And now things, once again, this has been the theme of the game. Get mid control, slow things down, expend some util, make things less awkward. They don't want to deal with util, they don't want to deal with heavy thing. And now the nerves are on, the nerves are up. الكل هلا مستوعب the pressure of this one round. لأنه if they go to overtime, everything just resets. Well, things can get very complicated for Team Grandpas. They have to end things now, or risk losing the match. Jazzo with the kill على Jacasta. Sorry. So somehow I forgot how to read. Anyways, still 5v4 situation. And it is so far. It is looking like overtime. But still, we do have that Coco up factor that we've been talking about for so long. Rubes again, making things even harder for Team Grandpas to finish this map. It's looking like overtime. Sparta, never mind, gets in. Now it's a 3v3. That Coco up as well, and Sparta 3v2 situation. Bomb goes down. King, a much needed frag ala Harry Potter. Now things get incredibly intense. يعني هلا the nerves are up. Both players know that this is it. King with the frag to make it a 3v1. Coco, that first frag. Bomb is getting defused. He knows he has to peek, and he gets traded out immediately. Almost there, Coco, a valiant effort, but this is the kill that equalizes the score, taking us into overtime, and this is what Unlucky needed just to be able to reset everything. Now this is where the matches happen. This is where everything matters. Overtime is where things tend to go wrong, because you could be playing the most insane game you've ever played in your life once things get to that 12-11 scoreline. But as soon as things go back to the even playing field, back to where you have some sort of leniency in terms of making mistakes, this is where players tend to get confident. This is where players tend to get cocky. Let's see if any of these teams will fall into that trap, وان شاء الله يقدروا ما يعني يضلوا اثنيناتهم على هالمستوى اللي لعبوه باخر راوند، لانه these mistakes, these small mistakes that they can make, the enemy team will make them pay for it. رجعنا على نفس السيت اب يلي كان عندهم اياه تيم جرامباس throughout the early rounds. This time 4 players towards mid, trying to get this heavy mid control. 1 player, Jazo gets the first kill على Sparta. Jacasta the kill على so much is happening. هلا suddenly it's just a 3v2, 3v1 rather, and it's just a round. It's the first round for Unlucky. This is what we were talking about. If you give them any sort of leniency, Yaho, Unlucky made punished them for it. They took way too much control. Ahmed, they made with their presence way too known. Well, the timings were in their favor. They should have just relaxed, played the way they've been playing before. Went for info plays. It is what it is, though. We move on to the second round of overtime, and once again, aggressive mid control على both teams. The first frag على Slayer على Oops. Harry Potter answers back, gets the trade. Now once again things have slowed down. It's 4v4. This is what they needed to get those initial fights and just group up. Make sure things are competitive and stay competitive. And Hala, this round they cannot afford to lose this round. You've got a player that's pushed up jungle into the smoke. He's aware of it. Jacasta gets punished for it as well. Coco with the up once again. And things are now awkward, La Team Grandpas. They have no idea what they're supposed to do. They don't have the proper info. They could go, the Team Unlucky could be anywhere at this point. However, Sparta is wiser. He takes the kill onto Jabs. Smoke falls just to cover their back, but it doesn't matter. Their back gets taken. Coco and Captain and Harry Potter fall. Superman kill onto Sparta. And Bomb gets taken down, and we've talked about how Sparta is that clutch player you want alive in these 1v2 situations, but is he هل هو أدى؟ He's trying to gather as much information as possible. Does realize that CT is clear. He probably knows that both players will be coming from in front of him, from smoke blooms, makes it awkward. They do tap the bomb, they're baiting up the fight, they're gathered, the information's gathered. First kill from Sparta, and now they're sticking the bomb. 14-12, a very incredible try by Sparta just in that clutch situation, but it's not enough. It's not enough to guess where the player is through the smoke. And now as we reach the final round of overtime, يعني انت اذا كنت تيم جراندباز يعني ما يعني what's your plan here؟ شو فيك تعمل؟ You do have they do call a timeout بس يحكوا عن هالسيتويشن of يعني كيف فينا نحلها، شو عم نعمل غلط، شو فينا نعمل صح. بس كمان تيم انلاكي يعني ما عم بيعطوه المجال at all بهالاوفر تايم. هذا اللي حكينا عنه، انه things have reset، صار في leniency، اخذوا وجه تيم جرامباز انه كنا ربحانين. هلا خلص يعني عشوائي I don't want to say they're throwing it, but things they need to adjust. This is what I feel like they're trying to accomplish. Well, as we go into the last round of overtime, at least for this half, the nerves عم بيلعبوا دورهم هلا. Grandpas, they realize the pressure, at least at this point, and no, losing this map pick does mean that they would have to go into and it is Unlucky's map pick. But just for it to be stolen from them, heck, and where they had an advantage like the game. Coco, the jump shot, the jumping the jump spot minno just gets denied. Jacasta as well, even even taking the advantage even further. Well, now things are awkward. That defense. Still, they are making. I feel like that timeout was much needed just to يجيبوا هيدا reset the mentality of okay نحن أخذنا وجه. Let's recall, let's rewind, نرجع نلعب proper CS اللي كنا عم نلعبه من قبل. Get the kills, rewind, نوقف سوا. We try and execute again a kill من Oops على Slayer and one. King answers back, but he gets taken down. And now it's a 4v1 situation. A very difficult ask من Jut. And as we go into the last round of overtime لهيدا الهاف, 14-13 who will score. Hopefully the Team Grandpas are able to reset. They need to keep that momentum going. They need to stay aware of all the worst possibilities and make sure to take advantage of these negative these advantageous situations that they're in, as they've done so far. Already, King takes down Sparta immediately. Yup, another kill for the favor of the T side of 5v3. This is where things get awkward, where that Coco Op denies a lot of pressure. 4v3 now. I can't count. My bad. There's a gap through the smoke they can work with, but still pretty difficult. They do have the util, but so does the enemy team to even stall even further this bomb. Now the bomb has almost reached halfway as Oops falls. So does Coco. Harry Potter with the kill onto Sparta. Onto Slayer, my bad. And another round win for Team Unlucky. This is match point. Team Grappa still are not out of the game. They can still make something happen. They know this is the pressure round. This is what we need to take ourselves back to double overtime potentially. They need this double overtime round. Coco gets the pick. Now suddenly we're in a 3v1. This was a fast round. Jazzo makes it a 1v2. Tries his best to just end this map here and now. He knows both players are on CT. Nate falls, does some damage at the very least. Never mind. Does not accomplish much. And now this is where he resets, tries to take the bomb all the way to B, to get a little bit of more to get some advantage, some timing. The element in his favor, Lando. For now, he cannot do anything into this aimbot side. They're still waiting for him patiently, but as soon enough they do have to realize إنه okay, منه جاي, راح على البي خلاص. As soon as the bomb starts ticking, you'll see both of them just booking it. And they do want to stay connected. ما كتير بدهم يعملوا separation. إذا راح واحد على الشورت وراح واحد من market, things can get awkward. They can give him a chance to win. Both of them grouping up is not a bad idea by any means. Well, he is hiding here على bench position. Now he lets one cross, so he doesn't even take the frag. Gets the first pick and immediately gets traded out by Harry Potter, securing the round, securing the 14th round for Team Grandpas, and a much needed just sense of relief Probably for Team Grandpas after such a tense situation. That AK recovered as well can be like needing one bullet, obviously better than two. Unless you're Coco with that up. Now another timeout called لأنه خلاص هون once again we've reached that situation where it's all or nothing both teams. This time actually on the side of Team Grandpas, where we need to discuss how do we win this, how do we take this to overtime. We do not want to take this to map we do not want to go to map 2 just on a loss. Hadith obviously on both sides happening. And so far we've seen the opposite من Team Unlucky than on the T side than Team Grandpas. Team Grandpas, they were playing heavy mid control. Team Unlucky كان عم يكون عندهم شوية presence throughout the entirety of the map, بس they are focusing هلا على البوم sites تيفوتوا ويكلبوا كلهم سوا على يجربوا to get the bomb down و just get the like as fast as possible يلعبوا retake. بس هلا بنشوف الشباب كلها almost رايحة صوب البي. Never mind. First shot, Coco takes advantage. Shuts him down. And now Harry Potter trying to play around these smokes. Does have the support of his teammate onto short. And it's very, very tense because Jazzo is there to shut down Oops. Shut down another as well. Harry Potter falls. 3v3 now, 3v made 3v2. Bomb gets planted and this is it. This is all or nothing La Team Grandpas. They're clutch players. Sparta and Jacasta have to make something happen, but already Jacasta falls through trying to phase through a smoke and Sparta left in the 1v3 situation. There is no player towards inside of Apps, so he's safe from that regard, but there is a player probably going to be jump spotting or just playing the safe angle. Alvan, he spots the head. Now he's safe. He jumps out, fails to get the last kill. And Team Unlucky take it 16-14 in CSGO fashion. We are back to MR16. ورجعنا على map 2. Unlucky are your Mirage winners and the winners of the first win of the lower bracket finals or semifinals rather. A great performance from both teams. Team Grandpas do fall short here. But in the end, it is Unlucky to take the win. And map Ancient is map 2. وهلا راح يصير عندنا شوية analysis جاي very soon. Courtesy of Jimmy Jando Sharbin. And as we go on a little break, we will have very soon الستاتس تبع هذا الجيم وشوية تعليق على شو صار كيف وكيف الفرق يعني where the mistakes were the stats و headshot percentage و average و damage. لكن شباب وصبايا already رجعنا، نحن بلشنا already لعبنا pistol round. It's already team 1-0 لتيم unlucky على ancient. team campus map pick. وسوري قفينا عليكم البيستل. we still are having some sort of technical difficulties كل شوي ونجرب نحلهم نحن. بس sometimes these things happen. مش كتير بإيدنا. we move on هلا after this timeout is called ends, we will go head right back into the gameplay. already عم نشوف يعني advantage being pressed. عندك M4 buy على King. they are forcing على team Grandpas. عندهم Mac 10 that can accomplish a lot if put in the right hands and in the right position. an AK as well. Or is that a Galil? Sorry, I can't really see it. Deagles Tech 9s. Low util, good util on the team unlucky. We've seen already how both these teams play this map. And they both have their obviously توصلوا to this point. Already you see a lot of mid control being established with this util, and jump spots هلا happening that Nate tries and accomplish. He does get the info and falls back. Tries to get the cave push as well, but insta. Well, now the map control is primarily towards the CT side. عندك كلهم they're just grouped up يعني in one position على يعني outside of B. And the first point of contact made. He struggles for it, but Jazzo gets the kill على oops. Once again, another refrag. They finally get a 1 deek على on the T side. And again, that Mac 10 trying to make a difference. It does do some damage, but was it worth it? I wouldn't think so, really. I think it would be, you could have accomplished the same amount of damage with simply a deagle. These guys don't really whiff, having having Desert Eagle trying to expend as little cash as possible would have probably been the play. And now they're forced to eco. They took the risk, they weren't rewarded, these things happen, these decisions are made. Anyways, we move on to round number 3 of regulation. Once again, mid control is trying to be established, and like 2 players pushing up mid. Hatta the smoke falls, they are spamming it, forcing them back. They do know they are on an eco. The Eagles and Tech 9's King gets the kill onto Sparta. Once again, another player falls. Now it's a 5v2. Those Deagles not really working out for them. King with another kill على Jacasta. And now it's just a 5v1. It's an impossible situation like Coco. We know this man is incredibly skilled, but can he pull this off? This is very near impossible. Whiffs the first, whiff the second. كتير صعب تضرب حدا هو عم بينط وبارم لك ظهره. كلنا بنعرف قد ايه يعني من عينه بهيك وضع. بس low buy Deagles. Nice eco frags للكيل. It's a nice numbers boost, confidence boost. كلنا جبنا kills, كلنا جمعنا شوية كاش بهال MP9s كمان. نعرف اللوس بونس سوري الكيل بونس الكيل ريورد اللي بيطلع لك يوم الام بي 9 is يعني منه مسحة. building the city economy كتير مهمة, especially to maintain that advantage حتى إذا خسرت one round. But once again, mid control being established وهلا عندك heavy A presence, I mean B presence, my bad. And mid control donut and that pocket area does not do them any favors. Team Grandpas already pulls their advantage على هيدا البونus round يلي theoretical bonus round لتيم Unlucky. And it's already a 4v2, only 2 MP9s to work with, بس بنعرف انه هال MP9s they can cause some serious mischief يعني in the right hands. And once again يعني the theme of this game has been just a game of timing, a game of who can be in the right place at the right time. Oops, even furthering هذا الادvantage اللي كان عندهم اياه throughout this round. This is looking like 3-1 most definitely. يعني I'd be very surprised is that Jazz حتى بيجيب 1 kill, although they are low. If they do get the information, they know where he is. There's that kill we were talking about على Harry Potter. Reloads, resets. Now does he expect the player on heaven? It's messy, but Coco gets it. Nice spray control overall. And finally a round secured. They're on the board, Team Grandpas. Further deteriorating that advantage. بس مثل ما قلنا هول هيدا المصاري اللي جبناها على Team Unlucky with بهول MP9s, it's enough to last them. Like it's enough to forgive them for a loss like this. But they weren't able to punish Team Grandpas as much as they would have liked to pass. They only got the 1 kill. I don't remember actually if it was 2 or 1, but they didn't accomplish that much. But now once again the mid control, name of the game throughout even Mirage. يعني they love playing mid. Slayer gets the kill على Coco. Almost gets the second. His teammate steals that, and now Kerry Potter, with his teammate trying refrags, gets answers back. Now it's a 3v3 situation. Two players are in headshot range. They do manage. Sparta gets Jazzo, puts him down. And now things tense up. We slow it down. نستوعب انه اوكي خلاص عملنا البلاys. Now we have to think. Now we have to try and methodically figure out where everyone is. They are two players, so they do have the element of surprise. Everyone's position is made aware على team Grandpas, so that now they just need to reset. And that unpredictability of Rubes bites him in the تعرفوا وين. And now it's a 3v1 made 3v0 as team Grandpas take another round, a much needed round, command, just to deal that extra damage at CT economy. Because even though you can build it up with those MP9s, you lose one, you're in trouble. You lose two, you know you're saving. You can try and force it, but at this level of play, you don't want to risk it. مثل ما شايفين هلا في عنا Deagles with just a USP against 4 AKs, an op, and max util. They have a flashbang to work with. Control is being established once again على mid, but this time Team Grandpas are fighting back. Now we see combat. Jazzo, lovely kill على Jacasta. And now they're just aware, okay, these Deagles, we can't, Unlucky can't try to recover that AK. Oops, another kill على Jazzo to even out the playing field. And these Deagles have been dangerous على Mirage, and so far the theme has not really remained. Thus far they did get that one nice kill. And now they even chuck the AK away just to make sure that none of it's recovered. Oops with the frag ala King. There we go, that's what we were saying about that Deagle. Now Coco trying to assert his dominance ala ramp, trying to make it. Never mind, he actually just leaves it. He gives it away. I think they have the bomb. I'm sorry, not have the boots. They're trying to get the bomb down, I mean, rather ala A bomb site, rather than just trying to risk it. This is the high level plays we're talking about. Why, like, you can go for the ego pick here if you're a silver, but at this point in this type of game, you just want the round. You know it's the number that matters. That one little +1 is all that matters. خلاص وصلنا على السيتويشن اللي نحن فيها where the bomb is down and it's looking like a save من Jabs, where he did recover هيدا ال AK وخلاص قاعد. Every angle being covered. There's no way he's entering this bomb site. Well, now if your team unlucky, you start to realize انه اوكي بلشنا نتعادل. في شيء لازم يتغير. فينا نضل عم نكلب على الميد كلنا سوا. أو فينا just make the presence, try and get some damage off of that util, and although it was a low buy كنا Deagles, I think they have to reconsider their approach على الميد, at least على the strat or the positioning they want to take على المid control. Now this is where they can start contesting. Anyways, as the score is equalized, we're looking forward to seeing how the next few rounds play out. And again, if Team Unlucky lose this round, this is just another eco. خلاص, everyone's broke. هنشوف another MP9 on the CT side. Smoke falls, Blooms to deny the push. Carry the run and gun من Rubes. Not we've seen it work من قبل, especially with with the Mac 10, but no, not in this situation. Advantage pressed على Team Grandpas. Oops falls to the hands of Jazzo. Advantage pressed actually على the side of Team Grandpa, على the Team Unlucky. But now it's actually re-equalized حتى. This is getting a little bit hectic. Okay. We see the first knife kill of the series. You know he's طلعت already. I would be tilted, you would be tilted, we all know that we'd be tilted. And round secured by Team Unlucky. They even get a knife kill, which I don't think we've seen much of this tournament as a whole. We haven't covered every game. يعني ما بعرف إذا في منكم كانوا عم يحضروا على stream Vital. But so far, I think this is the first one. And you love to see it. وبتعرفوا إنه مبسوط فيها كمان. جبت knife kill. Anyways, we move on to another split. عندك they're trying to have some presence على A while keeping mid presence. It is Team Grandpas trying to maintain as much mid presence as they can, just for them. Let me just rewind. Kerry Potter gets a kill على Jazzo, a team kill by a nade, and now the 4v3 situation. is where we fall. Risky play here by Rubes, just trying to fade through the smoke. But if it fades at the right time, he can catch Coco off guard. He does, but Oops is there to back him up. Slayer gets the kill. Ala Coco finishes him off. Molly falls onto Oops, gets traded out by Jabs. Now 3v1 situation, tricky to deal with, and as you can see, King decapitates Jocasta, who has been kind of a... you never know with Jocasta. It's either he goes 20-5 أو he goes العكس. ما بدنا اوقات full dominance، اوقات بتلاقيه high risk high reward. Sometimes you're rewarded, sometimes he's not. هاللي بجاكاستا you never know what to expect. wild card غريبة ما بتفهمه بس قوي بالاخر بطل. Once again, mid control name of the game. Molly's deny the fast cave push. Friendly Molly, not well placed. Jocasta, that wild card we've been talking about, decapitates the CT defense. Sparta, these deagles, man, you never know what to do with these deagles. Now Slayer gets the op onto the op frag onto Jocasta. And suddenly we fall into an advantage la Team Grandpas with the low buy. They're trying to recover weapons. I feel that would be the intent. But still حتى لو عندك الادفانتج with these weapons مجبور تاخد شوي نفس. يحاول مثل ما شفت كاري بوتر بفتكر he was just solo on the other end of the map و timing was probably not in his favor, especially not the advantage was in his favor. 3v3 it's equalized. As they slowly creep up, they do pick up the M4, which could be the difference maker. Slowly and methodically, they do have no armor هلا. Every single pixel needs to be cleared. Smoke falls, I guess making the presence known. There is this player on cave. Slayer gets the first pick, gets the second. Now in his 1v1 by his own right, على B bomb site. Knows where he is, goes for the no scope, fails. Coco now tries to plant the bomb. He's holding the pancake. He's full blind, now has to, never mind, and falls to the hands of Jabs. An incredible round and very lovely effort by both teams, but Slayer in the end was the op fell in the right place at the right time and they were just dominant. Again, he doesn't manage to bypass the Molotov. He is full blind. Unfortunately, if that blind wasn't there, can jab the kill for sure. But unfortunately, that's not the situation he fell in. وهلا the op is just full tunnel vision على this cave position. Any wrong step means death, probably for both players. They cannot make a sound. They're expecting it. This is such a tense situation. Even though they're this far apart, one overstep, one misplay, وخلاص, this is just a life taken. On the other side of the map عندك كمان a little bit of awkwardness عم بتصير صوب A. And there is as well a little bit of mid presence. شكلنا قاعدين هون طاولين شباب ركبوا رجيلكم. And Jocasta, nice kill with the onto King with the Galil. Forces the rotates, but they do have the information that the rotating Carry Potter was the kill on with the kill onto Jabs. Upgrades to an AK. Now it's a 5v2, an incredibly difficult situation. I think you call for a save here. You don't go for this. Jazzo manages to frag on Carry Potter. And actually, never mind. I will bite my tongue. This is almost equalized, but now it's a Slayer with the op in a 1v3. I think you just save this. You don't want to risk it here. They need to get the bomb down and just take what they can. Give them the round here. He goes for this. I mean, we all have faith على مع Slayer. We know these are the top players of the country. But this is the exact factor that dictates إنه خلاص, these are the best players of the country. When the save is needed, you save, and Slayer knows. as the bomb ticks down, he's still quite paranoid. They do seem to be hunting him as a unit. But that op is top priority, and I don't feel like they will find him by any means. That's the op at least recovered. It's the silver lining for Team Team Unlucky. 6-4 the scoreboard here as we reach deathly close to the halftime. If you're Team Grandpas, you have to try your best to secure these last 2 rounds to go to have a competitive defense. Although 8-4 isn't the worst situation to be in, it's still not the ideal. Molly gets pushed out, jabs full blind, gets Carrie Potter taken down. And now things are awkward. You don't want to push mid like that and just give away a free weapon. Now this is a very again another awkward buy from Unlucky. MP9's Deagles with an op and an M4. Maybe the saved op dictated that we can buy here, we can try and win this round. And so far so good. King as well with that Deagle. Once again, I feel like a broken record. These Deagles, man, this game. And again, a tense situation. It's cave. The cave position is heavily protected. It feels like a crucial point of cave position. If you have control of that, you have control of the B bomb site, because giving that away is just, on the CTs you want to keep it, on the Ts you want to take it, so it just gets awkward. Slayer gets the flag, ala Jacasta, Coco answers back, ala King. The MP9s there accomplish God's work here, and it's a big round for Team Unlucky considering they had such an awkward buy. They get to recover these weapons, and the CT economy seems to have fully recovered. Last round in the half allows them to just make it competitive and keep it even. However, I do feel like these Deagles and MP9s have been somehow accomplishing more than the rifles. But we move on as we go once again for mid control by the CTs. This time, just one player dedicated towards just holding mid and making sure no one pushes heaven. However, a fight does come in from Coco. He makes himself known that there's more than one player here, and Slayer and one kills Oops and is saved by his teammates as his teammates come to support him. We're now found in a 3v2, a 3v1 rather. Now, if you're Carrie Potter, you have to go for this round, Majboor Fia. But this is tricky. What do you even do here? You know there's 2 players on mid at the very least, and that last player you have close to zero information. He could be anywhere. He's even behind them. Neither of these players are aware, except Jazzo turns around at the right moment, the right time, finds the kill to secure 8-4 on this first half of Ancient. Great performance from both teams, but Unlucky do go out on top just with the better coordination. It is a CT-sided map overall. However, at this level of play, it's anyone's game. But at this point, heavily in favor of Unlucky. Now, we see a different sort of defense, and these dual Berettas, man. These dual Berettas have been a menace. There it is, Sparta with the first, Sparta with almost the second, never mind, fails it. King gets 2 clean gushes. Clean taps actually. The gushes come from his teammate. Oops answers back, kills Slayer and 1. Now, once again, the awkwardness. We are faced King another. So far on for the ace, I think. Falls short. Coco decapitates him, and now we're in a 1v2 situation. These dual Berettas, man, you never know what to expect with them. It's just like a rabid hyena trying to bite your head off. There it is. Pistol round secured for Team Unlucky, and this is looking good. This is looking quite good if you're Team Unlucky. And you've already won pistol. You're almost guaranteed to secure this anti-eco round. And this is looking like the map. Now a boost coming in onto the ramp position. They do have heavy presence onto the B bomb site. Actually a full stack as it seems, as they have collected the information. The mid player rotates, Util starts falling off the bracket. Ninja position gets cleared out by jabs, as well as the close cave position. Gets one dig. Bomb is getting planted. Now it's a 3v2 in favor of the T's. But the bomb is all the way towards A. Now they have to play for this retake. And I feel like this was a very smart call to go for the split, because you know you have the advantage. You might as well go for a split just to secure, at least you get the kills, you go get the bomb down, secure both, because you know they have to group up together. They can't afford to leave a player on a lurk. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, we had to have this death scene. We're already back on a fight on Cave. Jazzo gets the flying Mac 10 through a wall onto Sparta. You know he's tilted after that. The MP9 though recovered for the T's. This is Shakasta getting killed, getting the mid control on the King. He knows there's a player picking him out from heaven, but the bomb lands right between his legs, forces the assist from Jazzo. Perfect nade, forces him to just be concussed. As a matter of fact. Now Roods again, the T's are Rubes. I mean, the T's are pressing their advantage so heavy here, and the A bomb site is pretty much taken. Not even pretty much; it's just taken. Bomb gets taken, gets planted, and what do you even do here if you're Coco? You do have the op, you just have to save it. I don't care how good you are. This is 4 players. You have to waste so much time to just try and clear every bomb site, to clear every corner. I mean, where they could be anywhere, and they will be everywhere. Like over here, you've got a player in bottom mid. If he just tries to run to the bomb site, he's cut off immediately. Khalas. Stawa. Save. Run, Coco. I don't care how good you are. Hod. Be a good boy. Save. And the dominant map here by Team Unlucky. There it is. There's that op just denied. Like I said, they could be anywhere, and they have been. They found him. They cleared the entire map just to finally find him lurking towards A, trying his best to save. And now, if you're Grandpas, you are not having the best time here. This isn't your map pick. And yes, you did have wait, hang on. Who won the first map? I've seemed to have forgotten. My bad, guys. King already with the sidearm frag. Bomb gets taken down extremely fast. It's already 1 minute 40 seconds. Slayer shuts down Sparta from the bomb site. Oops, answers back. The 5-7 gets one through the late bloom of the smoke. The op claps back, and now it's 3v1 made 3v none. As Team Unlucky take almost, like, they are at match point here on Ancient. This is it. This is all or nothing here. Oops, with the first pick. The MP9 gets close and dangerous. Gets one, but that's all it is. And we see a P90. Where does that come from? Now, finally, some life from Team Grandpas. They get their 5th round, but Jesus, team, like this is gonna be it. It's now or never for Team Grandpas. You either just win the map, go map 3, or it's over. We're most likely seeing Team Unlucky going to the finals of the lower bracket to face off against مين؟ حدا يذكرني please. Whoever they may be, we'll see them later. Right now we have the last round, the most important round rather for Team Unlucky, both teams actually, as this the numbers game is now in favor of Team Unlucky. This is looking good. Util already expended. Control has been acquired on a majority of the mid, majority of mid as they take Red Room. Harry Potter shuts down Slayer. He might not be aware that there's a second. Is made aware now. Rubes shuts Harry Potter down, that disconnecting factor, and now you've got just this one CT like, trying his best. Sparta gets the first, gets the second. 1v1 situation. The Molotov covers his back. Bomb needs to be recovered. And this is it. This is all or nothing. You win this, you move on. Grandpas lose this. Dreams of winning this tournament over. Very, very impressive run by Team Grandpas, an even more impressive series from Team Unlucky. Now that Coco up, we've been talking about it for so long. This is where we need to shine the most tense situation of the series. As he gets close to the bomb, he gets caught with his pants down, and Team Unlucky gets match point and series point. 2-0 between Team Unlucky and Team Grandpas. An incredible series from both teams, although this map has not been the best performance by Team Grandpas. I still feel like their coordination and their it was a lot of timing, a lot of deagle. The sidearms here made such a difference. For some reason, it's just so many ecos went the other way. A lot of things went wrong, but it was an impressive run from Team Grandpas. But overall, unlucky with an even more impressive map win, a dominant map win here on Ancient. As we go and end this series. I feel like no one really made a mistake here. Not at least in terms of team coordination. There was the problem. كان في مشكلة انه اوكي عم نخسر كنا ايكوز. كنا عم نخسر عم ناكل one taps من الله بيعرف وين, at least on this map يعني. وعلى على ميراج it was so close. رحنا overtime it ended in CSGO fashion where خلصت 16-13 and in favor of team. فهلا نحن ناطرين السكور بورد يعني نشوف كل الستاتس statistics of everything يعني. We can just talk, like merely just talk about it. Of Grandpas were in some way considered, like they were not the underdogs here. Unlucky were considered the underdogs. But based on their performance يعني from what we've seen they've already won the map يعني ما كثير مضطر اشرح اكثر من هيك. Their performance, Team Unlucky, was just, they knew how important every round was. Every round was for them. They made the best calls possible, even those rounds where we didn't expect them to win, where they had to force like one M4 in coordination with a bunch of Deagles and MP9s and just awkward buys overall that just like they made it work. Those unexpected rounds is what won them the game, frankly. So many 1D, so many sidearm kills. You had on Mirage, you had a jumping P250 into a bomb defuse here. Like not even the kill itself wasn't needed. He just stuck the bomb because Coco was afraid to peek it. He thought it was a fake. عندك كتير factors هيك صار. They played into the advantage of unlucky. Just it's as the element of surprise. I feel like unfortunately we did lose a very very both teams here, veterans of the game, they know each other, they've played each other they've played with each other for so long, and عندك players مثل, we've discussed this before يعني already, بس عندك on the side of team unlucky عندك just عندك Jazzo, the most notorious player in the game. Maybe he's been rank 1 for God knows how long. Jabs as well, a monster. Slayer and 1. The IGL and sorry, I don't know. I'm not aware of who's the IGL at the moment. I just know that he's the Giga Brain at least. Rubes, King, these are all names that have been around for years now. We've seen them 5 years ago. We're seeing them here today as well against Harry Potter, the train god. Oops, also a legend. Sparta, the most reliable player in the game. Shakasta, the biggest wildcard you can ask for. Risk reward factor is intense. And Coco, the god on the op. But this almost god lineup, like just these veteran players we have on Team Grandpas, we're not enough to take these equally experienced players, these old men of the sport here, of the esport. And now here we're going on a break, ladies and gentlemen, as actually as we wait for the statistics to come in. Oh, never mind. I think we're ending the stream here. I don't think the statistics were able to be gathered. First of all, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we want to apologize for the technical issues اللي كنا عم نعاني فيها. بقينا بالاخر بلشنا كان معنا جمال، اختفى جمال. شو فينا نعمل؟ technical issues بتصير من ميلتون، من ميلة البرودكاست تيم هلا بس hopefully للجراند فاينل على الاكيد ما رح نواجه ولا شيء منهم. we have ايدنا كل شيء. we're gonna fix everything hopefully. يعني this is the it can only get better from here. و I just want to say thank you للكل يلي كان عم يحضر معنا، للكل، كل السبونسرز، كل الفرق يلي صاروا مشاركين معنا so far. وميرسي كلكم سوا. انا it's been كارل كرس صباغ مثل ما بدكم تعيطوا لي whatever and yeah see you later.